Oh man, what's going on? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. And if you're watching a rerun of this live stream, we do a daily live stream every single day where I give you my sports betting picks. You guys can come in, ask me any questions you guys have, and I will answer those questions, no doubt about it. Today, this is just another live stream. I'm going to be forwarding it out to our Discord community. If you are not in the Discord, make sure you check that out. A lot of fun people are in there. A lot of good gambling and good picks and good Discord. What's up, Vito? A lot of good Discord in that Discord. So if you have not joined it, be sure you click that button. I'm just going to forward it over there just so anyone in the Discord can join, and then we're going to get this show on the road. And yeah, so we'll get into this in a second. What's going on, everyone? You need some positive vibes? Yeah, positive vibes in the chat. We've had a pretty good run lately, but yeah, it's been fun. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted as I forward this out to everyone. Get everything situated on the channel real quick. But how's everyone's day going so far? Current Discord, recommend joining that. Yeah, for sure. Join that Discord. I think, what's up, Maria? I think we're at, if I'm not mistaken, I think we just crossed the 350 mark on people in Discord, which is absolutely wild. And granted, it was actually a subscriber's idea to open up the Discord community. So if you're not taking advantage of that, definitely recommend. I know I'm pretty busy during the day, which is why I do these daily live streams to answer all of your questions. That's why the live streams are a thing. Going forward, maybe down the line when we have a couple 100,000, that'd be pretty cool. But just a couple thousand subscribers and followers might be tougher for me to answer every single question that's out there. But that's kind of why I want the Discord in there, so other people can also answer, as well as kind of answer your guys' questions in the Discord. That's kind of the future of the channel. Yeah, Joker, what's going on, my man? But as for my day, as you guys saw in, I believe Sunday's video, I was off, in the middle of Florida, so that was exciting. I was pretty busy this weekend, so apologies if people. I think I answered every question I got, but apologies in the Discord if people say, Austin, how do you like this pick, stuff like that. Sometimes I don't get to it unless you specifically at me or DM me in Discord. But regardless, we're back. We're back normal schedule today. We are a little early. I'm thinking about switching up live streams to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not sure if that works out for more people, but it works out a little better for me. And, if someone does miss the live stream, they can always watch a rerun of it before the games tip off at 7, normally 7. Tonight, I think we're 7:45 tip off, but just in general. So what's up, Calvin? What's going on, everyone? Yeah, thanks for joining in the live stream. Feel free to leave your questions in the chat below, or I think it's on the right. I don't really know. Leave your questions. I just want to say thank you again so much for the subscriptions, the likes. I haven't looked at today's stats. I do know we are almost at 1,400 subscribers. I believe, yes, and send your props my way. But yeah, I believe we are at, we're at 14, almost 1,400 subscribers. Damien, yeah, I told people in the Discord I'm betting on Karl Anthony Towns, so this one's on you, Damien. I put him in the thumbnail for you. I saw he had 30 plus points in 4 straight games against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They'll be down Horford. I'm all in on Karl Anthony Towns tonight, over 25.5 points. But I guess to recap click that like button. It helps us get this channel out even more. I guess to recap my picks for the day, I just talked about Karl Anthony Towns over 25.5 points. DeMar DeRozan over 7.5 assists. I heard that line went up, but not sure about that. Colin Sexton over 25.5 points. Jared Allen over 11.5 rebounds, which a lot of people were asking in the Discord about that Jared Allen pick. I don't think Kobe White has an over or under, but I would take the under if I had it. Pacers team total. A lot of people are still asking about the Pacers and their team total. I still like it, even though, I know LeVert's there. Well, I know Giannis is out, but I still like the Pacers team total under. Seems like the Bucks are always the Pacers kryptonite for whatever reason. And who knows if that game will be as high scoring as Vegas anticipates it to be. We're taking the Celtics. I hate taking the Celtics, but I think they can win and cover against the Grizzlies. And then we got Spurs -5, might be -5.5 versus the Hornets. A lot of interesting Hornets props. A lot of people on the Scary Terry hype train for his points, but I'm not going to be touching any Hornets props for today. a little too risky. Then we have the parlay of the day, long shot parlay of the day. But let's get into some of your questions. You got Sabonis over points, rebounds, and assists. That was an interesting one. Sabonis has been an interesting player to track recently. Sabonis has been killing it for us if we're betting on his like rebounds and assists or just his assists, but he hasn't been looking to shoot and score as much. Now that could change. I believe we picked his over last time he played the Bucks, and he dropped 33 points, I believe. So it could change. I don't know. It's hard to rely on him to score that many points, but I believe his points, rebounds, assist line is not too high. It's 33.5, 34.5. He's good enough, talented enough to hit that over. So I don't mind the Sabonis play. I'd be curious to see what his assist number and whatnot are up. Bucks Pacers under 232. Yeah, I could honestly see that going under. Yeah, Giannis is out. You don't love Giannis being out for if you're betting on the spread, but they're counting on a lot of points out of the Bucks team without Giannis. They'll probably shoot more three-pointers tonight with DiVincenzo, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, a lot more threes. So maybe that's why they're factoring in the over. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, someone can look at it. I believe the over-under started at 228 and a half. I think we're up to 232, so interesting. Capella double-double. A lot of people are suggesting the Capella double-double in the Discord, so if you haven't joined the Discord, check that out. But I don't mind the Capella double-double at all. I'd be curious to see how many games he's had a double-double. I do not know. But he should easily be able to get 10 rebounds, especially tonight against the Clippers. I believe Serge Ibaka is out. And you got Ivica Zubac. I'm not scared of that. I think he can easily hit that. Norm Powell over 20 points. That's a sketchy one. I have not. How is Norm Powell doing against what's it called? How's he been doing since Siakam and Van Vliet returned, which I believe Siakam was back 2 games ago. Van Vliet's only been back 1. I'm a Norm Powell fan. Big fan of Norm Powell and his game. I think he's exceptionally underrated. He's one of the most underrated players in the league, and he proved that when he was going off for 30, 40 points per game. But yeah, he's had 17 and 18 in back-to-back. He's still shooting a bunch, but he's just not as in the flow of the offense as you would want him to be. So Norm Powell over 20 points. It's Norm Powell. He's a bucket. Donovan Mitchell over 25 points. Jazz play the Chicago Bulls. I could see Mitchell hitting that. It seems like a game that Mitchell would go takeover mode. At least you would anticipate. The Bulls don't have great perimeter defense. It's all, what version of Donovan Mitchell are you getting tonight? That's normally how his prop goes down. If he ends up with the first half and only like 2 points, I'd be willing to bet my whole account that he hits his whatever live bet over is, because that's what he always does. But it'll be interesting to see. Drew Holiday, 19.5 points. I love that one. I love the Chris Middleton lines. Drew Holiday's going to have a lot of value tonight, especially in daily fantasy. I definitely would check out that. He's going to be shooting it a lot more, be more active in the offense, probably initiating offense. Wouldn't mind his points, rebounds, and assists line. Drew Holiday is going to have to carry that offense with Chris Middleton. No doubt about that. I do like that line. Christian Wood. Christian Wood's my boy. Who are the Rockets playing? Completely forgot. I blanked out on who the Rockets play. Does anyone know off the top of their head who they play? I know I looked at their line. It's just it was a weird one I didn't touch. Rockets are playing. They're playing the Raptors. Okay. Yeah, no, I like Christian Wood. I love Christian Wood. I love his game, and I think he can hit 21 points. He's been getting near that, and the matchup against the Raptors does not scare me. Put Siakam on him, see how that works, and then put Aaron Baines or Chris Boucher. He should be able to do that. Karl Anthony Towns over 26.5 assists. Or not 26.5 assists. Absolutely no question. 26.5 points. He should be able to hit that. Like I said, 30-plus points in 4 straight games against the Thunder. He's been doing much better of late. I think he had 24 points last game. Then he had 39 against... Who did they play against? Who did Karl Anthony Towns have 39 against? The Suns? I think the Suns. I think he can easily get that. Buddy Hield over 2.5 assists or threes. A lot of people were saying Buddy Hield in the Discord 2.5 threes, also for his rebounds and points. I haven't seen the 2.5 assist line anywhere, at least not on FanDuel, which is what I use. 2.5 assists, apparently a lot of people like it. You're not going to get good value. I think you got like minus 167-ish, if that. So you're not getting great value, but he's been hitting it pretty consistently. So I'd lean towards the people in the Discord who are, I think, Ronak said it. Yeah, Ronak, you're the one that said Buddy Hield over 2.5 assists. So you let the people know. I haven't looked much at Buddy Hield's assist number because it's been 3.5 on my book. So not much doing there. Florida State minus 2.5. One of the first NCAA basketball questions that we're getting. And sure, I'm happy to give you guys some advice on NCAA basketball, although I'm not the biggest guru. But I do like Florida State tonight. I just think it's impossible for Colorado to shoot as well as they did against whoever. I forget exactly who they played first round. But I just don't think Colorado can keep it up like that. I'd pick Florida State. They're good defense record on the year. I think Florida State can win and cover. Welcome our newest addition to the moratorium, Mr. Zach LaVine. Exactly. We don't touch Zach LaVine props over here. Buddy Hield over 3.5 threes. Yeah, he's been playing exceptionally well. I love that line. Buddy Hield's he's going to fire him up. So you just have to hope he knocks him down, and he's been knocking him down pretty consistently over the last 2 to 3 weeks. So I like the Buddy Hield over 3.5 threes. So you just need 4 threes. He's going to shoot 12 of them, which is wild, but he's going to shoot 8 to 12, and he's one of those people that could easily hit this in the first quarter. He's like one of those Duncan Robinson kind of players that could hit their over easily. Buddy Hield sucks. I'm not saying Buddy Hield's necessarily a great player, but I do think he shoots enough, and it's a Cavs matchup with who don't, Sexton. Sure, he has those clips of him going crazy on defense, but I don't necessarily know if he's the best defender. I'd want to check how opposing shooting guards are doing against the Sacramento Kings, but I know people are picking the Buddy Hield 3 prop, and so if people are picking it, that's probably a good sign. What do you think about Edwards over 22.5 points? Edwards really stunk it up last game. I won't lie to you. I think he went like 4 for 18. Did not play well. But when you think about it, he's the Rookie of the Year front runner with LaMelo Ball. So hopefully LaMelo Ball can get better soon. But he needs to still go out and earn that award. If he doesn't earn it and he doesn't keep playing well, he's not going to get that Rookie of the Year. So I'm going to go with, I think, I do think it's a big Karl Anthony Towns game, but Anthony Edwards should still be able to get his against the, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are basically banged up. I think, is Dort out? I believe Dort is out. I believe Al Horford is out. So I think, he should be able to get that against that Thunder team. DeRozan, 8.5 assists. I don't obviously love it as much as 7.5. He still should be able to get 8.5 assists in theory. We were saying earlier this morning he has 11 plus assists in 5 of 7 games. Buddy Hield's DeMar DeRozan's perfectly capable of 9 assists, even 10. 10 is in my long shot parlay of the day, which I had. My long shot was DeRozan 10 plus assists, Jared Allen 14 rebounds, and the Pacers team total under. So I could easily see DeRozan hitting that over 10 assists. Not a threat in my mind. Favorite upsets of the tourney so far? Dude, you can't deny that Oral Roberts story. That is awesome. And I'm sure Joker loves his jokes, but I guess that rhymes. But yeah, Oral Roberts is awesome. Who else is? It's a Loyola Chicago. It's hard to not love Loyola Chicago, their story, and Sister Jean. It's hard not to pull for those teams. I don't know if Oral Roberts can continue, but it's hard really not to. I think UCLA might get another win tonight or whenever they play. I think later today. I think UCLA might get the win outright. I think they're 4 or 5 point favorites. Yeah, they got better guard play. I do think the UCLA can get the upset. Or not even the upset. They're the favorite for a reason. I think UCLA can keep it rolling. Ohio State absolutely just choked against Oral Roberts. So did Purdue. Purdue absolutely stunk it up against North Texas. It's been a crazy tournament so far. What was the final score in Gonzaga's game? Did they end up covering? Gonzaga with the late cover. I saw they were only up 10. Timmy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, 30 points, 13 rebounds. Gonzaga gets the cover, which is what I predicted. I had them covering. What time's UCLA play today? Abilene Christian. Yeah, I don't think Abilene, or however you pronounce their name, I don't think they're getting a win today. Just my thoughts. They don't have great guard play. It's normally how Logan's the one. He's got UCLA. He's riding with UCLA in the chat, so I know he's got this. Illinois. Don't even talk to me about Illinois. And I said in my March Madness video, which I posted a couple weeks, well, not a week ago when the tournament started, I said I bet you Illinois loses within the first 2 rounds because I like them too much, and I had them to win it all. Per usual, Illinois goes down, and it's just unfortunate. Loyola Chicago absolutely outplayed them. Loyola looked like the 1 seed. Illinois looked like the 8 seed. Couldn't even score. Whatever. What can you do? Illinois just gets sent back home. Loyola moves on, and honestly, Loyola has a good chance to keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Just take a second for the 34 people in here. Thank you guys for doing everything. Thanks for this. If you are still new here, click that like and subscribe button. You guys are really killing it. I'm curious if we can hit 1,400 subscribers today. It's crazy to think about. We just hit 1,000 subscribers a couple days ago. It feels like a couple days ago. I think the 18th, which was 4 days ago, is when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So shout out to all of you guys. You guys are killing it. Tony, UCLA, or Abilene. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm taking UCLA all day. They got the better guard play. And normally the better guard play normally is winning in the tournament. That's what you've seen. That's how North Texas beat Purdue. They had better guards. No surprise there. Colin Sexton points. Yeah, we're all over Colin Sexton. Siakam, 22.5 points and assists. I did like Siakam's line today. Didn't make it into the video, but he killed it last game. I can easily see Siakam hitting that line. Betting on kids who believe bricking threes is a viable strategy. Yeah, there's Damian. Damian and his fiend nature. Damian is arguably the biggest betting fiend on this platform in our community. One, he's starting to talk to me about international hockey. Now we got NCAA women's spreads. I don't know what he's going on. Chinese basketball. Man is a legend. He's on NCAA women's brackets, and props to him. Tim, you're about to win this bracket. You know what, Tim? I've looked at your lineup before, and I'm gonna go look at it right now and see. I know your bracket's up there. I can't relate because my bracket is absolutely god awful. Russian table tennis channel. Yeah, we might be changing this channel into Russian table tennis. So watch out. Hopefully you're in. We're gonna become straight people on Russian table tennis. Absolutely not. I'm just blindly picking at that point, which is basically what I'm doing in the tournament at the moment. Tim, let's look at this line. You still got Gonzaga. Look at you. All right, you're in the 91st percentile. Good luck to you. My friend Logan, he's right above you. I'll be rooting for you guys to pull it out. Basically, everyone at the top has Gonzaga. Not a surprise at all. Powell, don't know how to pronounce your name, but shout out to you. Thanks for your support as well. Have I ever used MyBookie? I have not used. Actually, I have used MyBookie, but is it legit? I liked my experience with them. It took a while to cash out from their app, so that's one negative. I'm still looking for better sports books. FanDuel's good. That's what I use at the moment, FanDuel. But I'm still looking. Let me know your sports book in the comments below and in the chat, and let me know if I should try out some new ones. I know a lot of people use different sports books, and it's always good to have maybe 1 or 2 accounts. Obviously, you probably don't want to have like 8 to 10, which you could, but I wouldn't advise having 8 to 10. But yeah, so MyBookie overall rating, like, it's all right. It's not going to be the best sports book in the world. Not going to be the worst. I've used MyBookie and Bovada are the 2 that I've used outside of FanDuel and DraftKings. How do you use FanDuel only? So FanDuel has 2 things, and Noah, I don't know where you live. Bet365. Does Bet365, I was going to look into that. MGM, I've seen that one as well. Is Bet365 legal in the States? I don't know. I see a lot of people in Europe in the Discord using that, so interesting. So let me know. Chinese basketball, and it's actually free cash. Yeah, Ronak, yeah. But you should talk to Damien. Hit him up. He's a Chinese basketball fiend. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is you can't use FanDuel in a lot of states. So FanDuel has 2 things, same as DraftKings. They both have their DFS, Daily Fantasy, which is that player pools, and then they have their own sports book. Completely different apps, completely different. They have completely different customer service. Fun story is I actually was almost hired by FanDuel to become one of their customer service agents, but I told them no, I'm not doing it. That was like two years ago. I almost became a FanDuel customer service agent. And here we are now, so I guess things are working out, sort of. Japanese basketball is funny to watch. I can't say I have watched Japanese basketball, but I believe it. I would believe it. Who's getting the rebounds if Gobert is out? Alexander, your guess is as good as mine. I do not know. What happened last game when Gobert was out? Where did all the rebounds go to? Derek Favors? Did Joe Ingles step up? Did Donovan Mitchell get some more rebounds? That's a crapshoot. I really have no idea. Maybe it's a rebound by committee. It'll be interesting. Bet365 looks good if you have access to it in your state. Also patiently waiting for you to roast my picks. Joker, we'll get into your picks. Did you leave me in the chat? Did you put your picks in the My Daily Picks again? And I'll take a look at them. Money is money. Yeah, you're right, Damien. You're a legend. Fortunately, most of our bookies in Germany have a 5% betting tax, which kills odds. That's wild. That is wild that you have a 5% betting tax. That is crazy. I did not know that. That's like they were trying to impose day trading like taxes, like 2% on a day trade or something like that. Reminds me of that. 5%. That is a big chunk out of your winnings. Riquen Holmes over 14.5 points. I like his line. I like his points, rebounds, and assists line. I like Holmes tonight. I think he's got a great matchup against the Cavs. You know, I do like Jared Allen, but it's not like Jared Allen's stretching the floor. He's just going to set some screens, and that's going to basically be all that Jared Allen will do. With Giannis out, what Middleton props are good? Warren, if I'm not mistaken, you joined the Discord, and I do think people talked about Middleton's props. Ronak, if you're still here, I saw you talking about Middleton props. Which ones are you guys on? Are you guys on the rebounds or assists? I believe they're both 6.5. I know people are both on them. I think he can get the assists pretty easily. Points is going to be, or points, I obviously like the points. Rebounds is a little sketchy. You've been using Pack 22 and it's nice, easy to use, but they don't have nearly as many options for player props. Interesting. Yeah, this normally all I look for in a sports book, I just want to be able to withdraw money pretty easily. That's why I love FanDuel, love DraftKings. Barstool's pretty good. You can withdraw and put money in very easily. With some like MyBookie and Bovada, it takes like a year and a half to get your money. You're like, I want to withdraw my $100. Like, all right, we're gonna send you a check from China that will go through 6 more channels. You might get the check, it might get rejected, might be put on hold for 10 years. It's wild. Rubio under 12.5 points. I'm never touching a Rubio prop again after he absolutely went off. How do you join the Discord? Corey, I thought you joined the Discord. Corey, to join the Discord, click the first link in the description. I believe the number 2, it says join our sports betting Discord, and just click that join button, and then you should be able to get in there pretty easily from there. All right, what else you guys got for me? I got to get into Joker's picks. Is Cavs plus 4.5 and Spurs -4 a good parlay? I don't love betting on the Cavs, although they are the side I would lean towards. I don't think the Kings are capable of continuously winning games, but nor are the Cavs. You obviously know I'm on the Spurs tonight. Spurs -4. Interesting enough. Yeah, Cavs. I don't mind the parlay. I don't advise normally to do a lot of parlays, but I am on the side of both of those teams, not only winning but also covering tonight. DraftKings down. Yeah, is DraftKings down for anyone else? I do not know. Me and Joker had 6+ assists and rebounds for Middleton. Yeah, so there you go. Middleton props. I would take his assist prop. That would be the one I would like the most personally. So DraftKings is down. Brogdon over 19.5 points. He puts up 20 consistently. Brogdon's been killing it lately. I don't love the Pacers team total today, but Brogdon's been doing very well. So I wouldn't hate betting on Brogdon. It's going to be weird to see how they adjust fully once LeVert is back. You got Sabonis, Miles Turner, Justin Holiday still start. I haven't watched a Pacers game in a minute. Trae Young to hit 5+ threes and win is up to plus 30-10 on DraftKings. That means he has no chance of hitting 5+ threes. Just saying. Cavs money line or plus 15? What you're taking? You can get the Cavs plus 15. I'm a little confused about that one. Oh, you would love Bet365. It is available in the U.S. It takes 4 hours to get your money. You know what, Alexander? I'm going to check Bet365. Let me make a note on my computer to check it out after the live stream. So I guess if you're new here, 51 people. So we do a daily live stream. So obviously we have our daily videos early in the morning where I give out my player props and picks in the NBA. Give you my long shot parlay of the day plus my parlay of the day. We got both of them. We were very close on the long shot parlay of the day. Sorry. You can Venmo request Luka Doncic for not getting a triple-double. That would have been crazy. That would have been plus 2,700 odds. But I normally come back every single day. We have our normal video, and then we have the daily live stream. Normally, it's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Obviously, we're early. It's 5 p.m. I think we're going to switch it up to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go 5 p.m. rest of the time for the live stream, unless I tell you differently. So, rock with that. I got to disagree with you on the Celtics +2. Yo, the Celtics, I would not be surprised if the Celtics lost. I really wouldn't. I would not at all. Both of these teams are flip-flop. I think one of them is going to win by 10+ points. That's my personal opinion. I took the Cavs versus the Raptors, easy money. Yeah, Cavs showed out last night. Kawhi and PG over 20. Yo, I can't trust PG to save my life. It seems like every time I pick PG, he goes like 4 for 18, and you just sit there and you just shake your head, and you're like, what did I do to deserve this? And that's just how it feels with Mr. Paul George. So I tried not to bet his props, especially not in a parlay. He's the reason I didn't cash a parlay one day. It's just a small same-game parlay, but that was unfortunate. All right, let me catch up with questions because then I have an important notice for everyone out there. Try no house advantage to good player props, likes DFS. All right, no house advantage. I'm typing that one in. No house advantage. All right. If you're a spokesperson for them, then props to you. I'll be checking them out more. And Jaylen Brown over 9.5 rebounds and assists. I haven't looked at his line recently. Let's check out Jaylen Brown real quick before I get into my important update for everyone on the channel. Shout out to all the 50 people in here today. You guys are killing it. You guys are helping us out. We are close to 1,400 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button. Really helps us grow this channel out a lot. We're looking at Jaylen Brown's over. Ooh, man. I don't know. Over. You know, I don't want to spend too much time on the Jaylen Brown. What I would do is go to a site called StatMuse, StatMuse, and go to their search bar and type in like Jaylen Brown game log this season without Kemba Walker and see how he's doing. Because obviously right now he's not really cashing that player prop too often. He had 7 last game, 14 the game before on 11 rebounds, but then 7, then 12, then 2, then 11, then 11, 7. Not a great number, but I want to check not only how he's doing. Yeah, see, Jimbo, StatMuse is the bomb. Yeah, StatMuse is awesome. I really like that site. That's one of the couple sites I use. I use StatMuse. I use OddsShark. I use Team Rankings for like against the spread info. Fantasy Pros, which normally helps me see who's, like, for example, tonight the DeMar DeRozan helped me see that the Hornets give up the most assists per game to not only point guards, but like small forwards too. Washington points. What do you mean? Oh, you mean PJ Washington. Not a big fan of the PJ Washington, especially his 3-point prop. A lot of people are saying, bet on his 3-point prop, but he's only taking like 2 to 3 to 4 3-pointers a game, and you're asking him to hit 2, so I'm not banking on that. Justin Holiday over 10.5 points as he plays against Drew Holiday. I'm not betting for putting my hard-earned money on Justin Holiday. Just not me. Couldn't be me. 2 best props for tonight. My 2 best are Karl Anthony Towns over in points, and then DeMar DeRozan over 7.5 assists. I really like the 7.5 assists line if you can get it at that. If it's 8.5, I don't love it as much, but I do like the Karl Anthony Towns. I think he gets another 30 points tonight against the Thunder without Horford, Dort, all of them. I think he can easily hit 30. Celtics versus Memphis, prop bet or over under? Man, that's a tough question. What is everyone's favorite prop bet in that Celtics-Memphis game? I can't lie, I didn't look at it too much. Take Terry Rozier over 20.5. A lot of people like the Terry Rozier line. Probably means he stinks it up and doesn't shoot tonight, but I do like the Terry Rozier as well as everyone. So I think the Terry Rozier 20.5 points is a pretty good prop as well. I just am hard to trust Terry Rozier. What do you think about Van Vliet over 5.5 assists? A lot of people were on the Van Vliet train for his 5.5 assists. So, Corey, I like that bet. A lot of people were on it in the Discord. There's obviously a reason. I think he can hit that pretty easily tonight against the Rockets. Austin, this special announcement is going to be regarding one of my picks. Alexander, a special announcement. We're walking out the bank in our Discord, out of the Discord. I'm sorry if you tail his bets. He's going to have to form his own. We're getting him kicked out of here. At 53 users. Shout out to everyone out there. So I guess important update I'm going to start doing some bettings. It's like my 1,000 subscriber special. We're going to start, I think, in April. We're going to start doing once a week just a how-to kind of betting video. I believe the first one I'm going to do is how to bankroll manage, what you should do with your unit sizes, stuff like that. I think that would be really important to not only the new bettors out there, but I think most important, I still don't see where to. It should be the link in the description. It should be. Can someone shoot Corey a link to it? Corey, the link is always in all my videos. It's just you go to the video in the description. Should say number 2. I think is always join the Discord. But anyways, back to what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna start doing an informational series like how to, and then it's gonna be a sports betting topic. The first one will be bankroll management. That's arguably the most important. I think it could be helpful to show kind of people my tips as well as kind of what you guys should use status quo going forward. I know we've talked about some of it in the Discord, but I think it would be cool to just comprise all of it together. So the first one will be bankroll management. Should go up in about 2 weeks. And that is my overall idea. I think bankroll management will be the first one. And then after that will be up to you guys. Whatever you guys think how to. It could be working with unit sizes, confidence, maybe bad bets versus bad beats, stuff like that. Bankroll management, scared money don't make money. Yeah, the video will be 30 seconds long. It will be me saying, don't think, like less talking, less thoughts, more action. No, I think bankroll management will be the first one, and then we'll have to roll from there and see what you guys think. But unit size matters, exactly. Tatum under 30 points. I don't think it's a big Tatum night, so do what you want with that information. Yeah, I don't think he goes off tonight. He already went off. Jonas Valanciunas versus the Celtics. That is a cursed name. Do not say that name. Do not curse at me in the chat. I'm not taking Jonas props. Never will. Can't do it. I can't. You have to put a gun to my head to make me bet on Jonas Valanciunas, because every time I try to bet on him, this is what it is. Pretend like you're going up for a shot. So you're in your shooting motion. He just slaps it. He just fouls. So, oh man, PTSD. I played him, and he played literally played 8 minutes, had 4 fouls. I was like, whoa, what? And you just can't. You can't make it up. I can't bet on Jonas Valanciunas. Props to people that cash on him. I just can't do it. Is FanDuel down too? I saw DraftKings was down. I guess everyone's just coming to this channel, and that's what we're gonna do. They're not stopping him. Yeah, Damian, you're not right. I don't hate the matchup for Jonas Valanciunas. Don't get me wrong. I do not hate the matchup at all, but it is still it goes against everything I believe in. Kind of like betting on the damn Celtics tonight, and the Jazz. I should make a you know what? Here's your parlay of the night. The I hate my life parlay. You're gonna take Jonas Valanciunas over, Zach LaVine's over, and the Jazz to cover. There's your I hate my life parlay. It's a themed parlay of the night. Jonas Valanciunas, Zach LaVine, and the Jazz to cover. There you go. If that wins, then so be it. I might have to retire. Might have to stop posting videos. You've been cashing on his rebounds. I don't blame you. It's him and John Morant. It's dang Grizzlies. Over under Jonas Valanciunas to foul out in the first 20 minutes. Yeah, he's over under. If you could bet over unders for fouls, we'll just hammer that. He's guaranteed. I'm losing. We need to get back on track. When to prop if they line moved up or down. That's a good idea, Alex. I think we can talk about that, because there's often times when you'll bet, like Trae Young the other day. We had his over 8.5 assists. Everyone was in the Discord talking about it at 8.5 assists, and then we all bet the over. It was like plus 100. Next morning comes around, it's like minus 132. Yeah, Steph, I don't blame you. I can never hit with him either. Personally, my rule is never bet on Spurs games. Interesting. Ronak, yeah, you have Jonas Valanciunas on your fantasy team. Yeah, I'm sure you can't rely on him too often. Alex, let me take that. Let me copy your question and put it into my notes real quick. So we got a couple notes for today. But yeah, like I said, those like how-to betting videos, I think we'll be starting up in probably 2 weeks. I'm moving apartments, so we'll be switching apartments. You'll see this location. We probably only get to see this current corner for the next, I guess, up until Friday. Friday will be the last day you see this current setup, and then we're going to have a brand new setup in a brand new place. So exciting stuff on the horizon. That's also kind of why we're waiting to go through the that's why we're waiting to go through like the betting videos. I want to be in the new setup. Not that it's going to be that extravagant, but it's much better than the corner I'm currently stuck in. Brock, what's going on, my man? Thanks for stopping by. Sabonis over 20 points. What do we think? What do we think about Sabonis over 20 points? Personally, I don't know. Personally, I don't want to pick his over. I'd much rather pick some Like maybe Sabonis double-double if you can do that, or Sabonis, I don't know, assist number, maybe lower that. It's hard. He just hasn't been scoring. And Ronak, who does as much research as I do, but it is Giannis will be out. But it was like last time he dropped 33 points, and that was with Giannis playing. I don't really know their defensive matchups. Could they try to double Sabonis, make him pass out of there? He's been a good passer. I mean, I'm not gonna disrespect Sabonis. I just know he hasn't been playing as well. I think there's better bets on the slate than a Sabonis. Counting on him to drop 20 points. I mean, sure, he's averaging 20 on the year, but you look at his recent games, he's had 17, 13, 18, 10 last 4 games. Just hasn't been scoring as much as you'd want him to score. That's why I'm kind of not talking about it. What about Van Vliet's assist total? A lot of people in the Discord like Van Vliet's assist total. Totally love it. I could totally see why people are on the train. I can get behind Van Vliet's over in assists. There's better explanations in the Discord, though. Is he over 17.5 points? Is that what Sabonis is? Not a surprise to see it much lower than 20, but it's hard. Yeah, like I said, I mean, what did we just rattle off? 10, 17, 13 points. He's just not shooting it as much. Like, he's shooting it like 11 times a game. Like, that's out of this mind. I just don't expect it. But yeah, Van Vliet's been killing it. You look at his last what is this, 5 games? Granted, he was inactive for 4 of them, but he had, what is this, 7, 5, 8, or no, he had 7 assists last game, 9 assists the game before, 4 assists, 7, 8, 9 assists. I like Van Vliet's props tonight. I think he can do it. It's against the Rockets. The Rockets are god awful. When do you think, poll in the chat, when do we think, can I even make polls? Can I do that? If someone knows how to make a poll, I'd love to make a poll. Is this possible? I really have no idea. Is it possible for me to make a poll in chat? I don't know. Maybe that's a question for another day. Will the Rockets ever win another game? That's my poll. Yes or no? Leave in the chat. On a 21-game losing streak, will they crack the code today against the Raptors? Your guess is as good as mine. Holmes over 14.5 points. Love Rickwan Holmes over 14.5. What was the names of the websites you'll do research on? I'll give you those in 2 seconds. Christian Wood over 20 points. I do like Christian Wood's over tonight. Great matchup against the Raptors. They've been letting people score. Will the Raptors? Hey, we got a no. We got one no. What are the sites I use? I should leave these in the comments below. But sites that I use for not only doing research, but just in general every day. What's up, T? Yeah, let's have a good week. It's a Monday. Let's start off the week great. Last week we were 29, 16, and 1. So close to 30, 15, and 1. I really wanted that. Yeah, so we got Fantasy Pros. Fantasy Pros is a site mainly used for daily fantasy, but I really like it, and it shows you. I use it for DFS, which I also do, but daily Fantasy Pros is a way to see, like, hey, the Blazers allow 28 points per game to opposing point guards. The Clippers allow only 17, the worst points per game, to opposing power forwards. Things like that, you can get a good gauge. That's how we cashed the Trae Young prop a couple nights ago. You hit with Gonzaga today. Clap it up. Good start to the week, Greg. So we have Fantasy Pros. StatMuse. StatMuse is very good for searching very specific, like, how does Jason Tatum do when Kemba Walker's not active? Stuff like that. Just make sure you're descriptive if you say this season, because if you say Jason Tatum without Kemba Walker, it'll just give you all of Kemba or all of Jason Tatum's games in his whole career. That's not very useful. So those two, you have Fantasy Pros, StatMuse. I love OddsShark. OddsShark shows you like how often they've covered. That's normally where I get a lot of those random stats of the day, like Memphis Grizzlies are 10-3 on Monday night games in their last 13 games, whatever. That's how I get those random useless stats. But it also shows you know how they are against the spread in their last 5 road games, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Wolfram Alpha for basketball, that's very accurate. And then my fourth one is Team Rankings. Team Rankings is a great website. They have a lot of different. Team Rankings has a lot of different like metrics you can use. You can check not only if they are, like, let's take a random example. Let's say I plugged in like the Celtics today. I plugged in Celtics, then I put them as an away team, then I put them as after a win, then I put them as an away underdog. You can change them up with 1 day of rest, with the rest advantage, 2 days of rest, tons of different things you can do on Team Rankings. You can not only see their straight up record, you can see their against the spread record, over under record, all of those types of things. So I like that one. So those are my four websites: StatMuse, OddsShark, Fantasy Pros, and Team Rankings. All can be used for different things. Obviously, I use Basketball Reference too. If you're not using Basketball Reference, then what are you doing? I have Basketball Reference open right now. Best sites for injury updates. So does someone have a good site? I don't normally look too hard at injuries. I see them come up. I just kind of tweet them out. I took your DeRozan assist bet. Hopefully it cashes for you, Greg. We did the research. A lot of people in our Discord are all on it, so I think he can get it done today. Best spread picks today. I really like the Spurs. I think the Spurs cover. If I had to take with a gun to my head, I would take the Bulls to cover. Bulls have been playing better. Jazz have not, and apparently Gobert is out. Yeah, best place to see injury is definitely Fantasy Labs. That's what I was gonna say. Fantasy Labs on Twitter is probably the best. Pacers to cover tonight. You'd think the Pacers could cover tonight without Giannis. I bet you they don't. What's the Discord channel name? It's Calling Our Shot. There should be a link in the description. Basketball Monster, sir. I haven't looked at that one, but bet you the Pacers don't cover tonight. That's just my thoughts. I just don't think they cover. Like I said, the Bucks are, for whatever reason, the Bucks are the Pacers' kryptonite. It's just how it works out to be, how it always seems to work out. The Bucks constantly beat them by like 15-20. Sure, Giannis isn't playing, so you don't love that, but it's just what I'm thinking. All right, what else we got? Yeah, let me know if you can't find the Discord. For some reason you can't open OddsShark in New Jersey. That is weird. That's odd. No pun intended. Yeah, it's still open, so it beats me. You hate the Pacers, man. I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you. The Pacers are the worst. Pacers plus 5.5. Everyone, hey, go for it, Nealon. The Rockets will win and have a winning streak before the end of the season. Victor, who paid you? Are you part of their management? It's just weird. It's weird to see the Rockets so bad. Pacers are so up and down. But back to the Rockets. Rockets are talented. Christian Wood is good. Victor Oladipo is questionable. I bet you he gets dealt within the next week or two, which I saw that the Magic maybe might trade back for him. But then Aaron Gordon was like hell no, I am not going to Houston. I don't want to be part of a rebuilding team. What do you guys think is going to be the biggest trade at the trade deadline? When is the trade deadline? NBA trade deadline. I haven't looked. What do you think? Who's the biggest player that's getting moved? It's actually this Thursday. The trade deadline is this Thursday. Who's the biggest player that's getting moved? What do you guys think? If I had to guess, the biggest player that gets moved. Could Russell Westbrook get dealt? I don't know. Lonzo Ball's a pretty big name. I think Lonzo Ball gets dealt. Aaron Gordon obviously already requested a trade. Andre Drummond, will he get dealt? I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants Andre Drummond. Drummond to the Nets, sure. Yeah, what's up, T? How's it going, my man? Drummond to the Nets. Like Drummond does not move the needle much for the Nets. That's not what they need. They need defense, and Drummond is the exact opposite of that. He does not play any defense. The Hornets are gonna do when Curry was out versus the Grizzlies. Well, that's kind of subjective because the Warriors won one of those games and lost the other one. What are they supposed to do? Open up in New Jersey, pump your own gas. Lowry to the Clippers. Now that would be a big. Jaylen Brown didn't request a trade, did he? Are you just trolling me? There's no way he requested a trade, right? I think you're just trolling. Yeah, no way he requested a trade. But Aaron Gordon's probably a big name. Kyle Lowry, I don't think they're trading him. Biggest player should be Drummond. He's 7 feet. Alex, leave. Just leave now. Yeah, Drummond plays no defense. I mean, Drummond on paper, he gets steals and assists, or steals and blocks, but he doesn't play defense. He just tries to block everything and just ends up getting a million fouls. I think Kyle Lowry, Lonzo Ball, John Collins will be traded. I don't think Kyle Lowry's getting traded, but I do think Lonzo and John Collins are on the move. But it's hard to trade John Collins. But given their winning streak, they're on a 9-game winning streak, testing that tonight against the Lakers. Curry to the Lakers, GG's. That ain't happening. Unless you're talking about Seth Curry, and then it's still not happening. But I don't think Lowry's getting traded. I think the biggest trade will probably be Lonzo Ball. Will he go to the Clippers? More effort than most NBA. And Lonzo Ball, I think he's a big trade target. Aaron Gordon, obviously. I think Victor Oladipo gets dealt. Probably to my Knicks, if I were to guess. Victor Oladipo to the Knicks. Save this right now. Knicks are going to do something stupid. Try to go all in, even though we have no chance of winning it this year. But that's what the Knicks do. Harrison Barnes to Boston. I've seen that. I've also seen Jeremy Grant to Boston. A lot of weird rumors out there. Halliburton over 15.5 assists or points. I would prefer Buddy Hield. I can't trust Halliburton to score that many. Buddy Hield can easily drop 20 points. That's personally my opinion. Buddy Hield is going to shoot it much more than Halliburton will. So shout out to everyone in the live stream right now. If you're still haven't clicked that like button, help us out. Lonzo Ball to the New York Knicks. No. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind Lonzo to the... You get Randall and Zoe back together. We got to trade for Kuzma then at that point, right? Got to get Kuzma. Got to get Josh Hart. We got to get all of them back together. D'Angelo Russell, get all of them back. Biggest trade probably going to be JaVale McGee. Not a big one this year. Wouldn't be surprised to see not a big trade this year. It's been a weird year. Would not be surprised to see no trade go down. But it is exciting. It's an exciting time in the NBA. It's the trade deadline. Not many more exciting points than the trade deadline. It's been a crazy NBA season thus far, but we'll see who gets dealt. Walker and Thompson out, so do the thing. Brown over in points. Jaylen Brown should have another big game tonight against the Grizzlies. Considered as over, but it was 25.5. Didn't feel like touching that. But Walker and Tristan Thompson are both out. Clippers could use Jeremy Grant. A lot of teams could use Jeremy Grant. So could Boston. And Boston needs trying to pile up assets, but Clippers could use him as well. The Clippers are trying to make Marcus Morris work. Clippers are one of the weirdest teams. They're spending $32 million on Luke Kennard and Marcus Morris, two players that are just role players on their team. It's like you could spend that money on literally anything else and get more value. Luke Kennard's not worth $16 million a year. He's like that Timofey Mozgov contract. No disrespect to him. I'm not saying he's worse than Timofey Mozgov. Just like an Evan Fournier. I bet Evan Fournier gets dealt as well. Just players. It's that weird echelon, weird tier of players that you get. They're like Evan Fournier. You got Luke Kennard. Evan Fournier is better than Luke Kennard, and I'm not going to apologize about that. If you think otherwise, I don't know what's wrong with you. Evan Fournier is at least decent. But it's that weird echelon of players where they're good. They're above average. Maybe a role player, like a sixth man, seventh man, maybe a below average starter, like a Royce. Well, not Royce O'Neal. We're not bringing Royce O'Neal into this. But you think about those players, it's like they enter free agency and they get like a $16 to $20 million deal, and they are well not worth it. But then you get so many of them that will sign on minimum deals, and it's like, well, they're a steal. So it's that weird echelon of group. It's that group that the Orlando Magic, my hometown team always overpays for. A la Evan Fournier, a la Aaron Gordon. Vucevic has been better. I won't put Vucevic. Vucevic has been an absolute stud, but it's those players. Not Markelle Fultz. He costs a lot, but I won't call him like that. RJ Hampton, Bol, Gary Harris to Toronto for Lowry. That'd be a wild trade. Who is Bol? Bol was just rumored to go to somewhere. Who was it? I saw Bol for... I don't remember. I saw Bol being in a trade rumor. I do not remember. It was to the Pelicans and it was for... I don't even think it was for Lonzo Ball. It was for some scrub. Minnesota covering spread. I think Minnesota covers tonight. Thunder are bad. Imagine trading Ingram, Lonzo, and Josh Hart for an injured Anthony Davis. Hey, that's how it be. Michael, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. You think Hawks will at least cover against the inconsistent Clippers tonight? You know what? We're going to do a little research. I'm just going to do a quick thing. Let's see. Hawks against the... Well, let's check. Clippers against the spread as a home team. They are 11-9, so not necessarily terrific. But as a road team, Atlanta's 11-10. It's kind of a toss-up. I'd lean towards the Hawks just because they're playing so dang well. So I'd go with the Hawks. If you haven't joined our Discord community, please feel free to join that Discord. I hope people can click the link in the description below. I think we're at 350 members right now. I don't know how many subscribers we're at. Close to 1,400. If you're still new, click that subscription. Click that subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. The Hawks... all right. I'll get into what you just said, Ronak. But fave under tonight. My favorite, Ronak, while I get into that, someone give me their favorite under of tonight. Personally, I would say the Pacers team total under. But if I had to pick another under for player props, let me know while I think about that, and I'm going to answer some more questions while I think on that. The Hawks want to build a blockbuster deal centered around John Collins and Jaylen Brown, per The Athletic. Yeah, I'm certain they do, but they're never going to get that. John Collins is not nearly the player Jaylen Brown is. They'll have to load in picks. It would be cool. I won't lie to you. It would be cool to see Jaylen Brown in his hometown of Atlanta, where he went to high school, where I almost got to see him play in high school. He would have been in my grade. But, yeah, it would have been cool to see him. But, yeah, I don't think there's any chance that Boston is dealing Jaylen Brown after what he's done this year. 26, 27 points. Absolutely not. What do I think about DeMar DeRozan over 28.5 points and assists? I like it, but you're counting on two things that kind of go against each other, in my opinion. If he's going to be passing more, you're not getting more points. If he's getting more points, you're not getting more assists. Personally, I prefer one or the other. I'd prefer assists over his points, but that's up to you. Probably hit his 19 points. Yeah, he's going to be close. Do you try any player performance doubles? Brock, yes. We try some player performance doubles, but those can be tough to predict. I mean, you're predicting, obviously, a player to do well, and you're predicting the outcome of the game. So it can be tough. I'm going to start maybe. See, the problem is a lot of people don't have player performance doubles, so I'm hesitant to put them in the video because some people don't have them, so it's hard to do. But I do like to do like a parlay of the day at the end of the video, like my long shot parlay of the day, and have like 3 player performance doubles that you can just pick, like DeRozan assists in a win, stuff like that. I think we can get onto that. But I know a lot of people in the Discord community are definitely throwing out some player performance doubles. A lot of parlays going on in the Discord, which is what's going to prompt me to have to do a bankroll management video in a couple weeks. So watch out for that. Brogdon and Turner, both questionable. I would expect them both to play, but I took DeRozan 15 plus points plus Spurs to win minus 13. I like that. That's a good bet. When do the Rockets snap their losing streak? Tonight? Absolutely not. Rockets aren't winning a game ever again. Brock, thanks, man. Just sub. Dude, shout out to you. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for subbing, Brock. Be sure to get in that Discord if you are new. A lot of people in there. That's probably the best way to get at me if you just at me. I think if you just type in at Austin, you'll find me. Austin-COS is what I'm on there. UCLA killing it right now. What do you think about Abilene Christian and UCLA? I already said earlier on in the stream, you could always backtrack all the way. But I like I said, I think UCLA easily wins this. That's Logan's pick of the day. And he's put 2 units on it. He's all in on the UCLA line, and I think UCLA should be able to cover. I mean, 16-12 right now. UCLA is the better team with better guards. I think UCLA wins that one pretty easily. Maybe covers their 4.5 to 5 points. The 13-leg parlays are wild. I don't know why people are going absolutely crazy on those. You use best points bet. Before I wrap it up, I got a couple more, like maybe 2 more minutes, and then I'm out of here. Points bet, I'll look that one up. Do we know if that's legal in the States? Who knows? The favorite under of the night. Personally, maybe John Collins. I was thinking about his under. But then the Hawks, they're trying to get it to him more. But I could see John Collins going under tonight. Who else? So who else? Joker Jokic. We're gonna end on your picks, because I got to get out of here. I have a dinner to get to at 6, so we got to roll. Joker Jokic, here we go. Over 6.5 rebounds for Dejounte Murray. You're asking for a lot, but I like him and Keldon Johnson's rebounds, and it's legal in all states. Cool. Good to know. Thanks, Greg. Anthony Edwards over 2.5 threes. He's got to bounce back. He needs a big game tonight. DeMar DeRozan, you already know we're on his assist prop. Scary Terry, I've already talked about him. Chris Middleton over 24.5 points. It's going to be an interesting Chris Middleton game, but I think he can get that done. What did StatMuse? I assume you looked at StatMuse before you did it. Ronak, Tatum under 26.5 points. A lot of people are on the Ronak 26.5 for Tatum. Don't hate that bet at all. I think Ronak is on a right pace for that one. Tatum should go under 26.5. If he doesn't, he's either dropping like 29 exactly, or he's dropping like 38 on your head. Just my thoughts. Chris Middleton over 24.5 points, though. I do like that one. Then you got a Pacers versus Bucks, same game parlay. Karis LeVert, 4 rebounds. We'll be close. Hopefully it's not 2 to 3 boards night. That's very true. Chris Middleton, 6+ rebounds, and then Domantas Sabonis, 6+ assists. I do like all three of those legs. Great value at +316. I think all of those have a good chance of hitting. What other things you got before I head out of here? I got some place to be. Satoransky over 5.5 assists. Chris, a lot of people are on that Satoransky line. Wouldn't blame you for taking that one at all. Not one bit. 3-teamer prop bets. John, you're asking for a lot out of me. 3-teamer prop bets. I would just use the props that I'm on tonight. I got Jared Allen or Colin Sexton. Take one of those. And then what was my other one? DeMar DeRozan, 8.5 or 7.5 assists. I don't remember. Sorry, I'm in a rush at the moment. Donovan Mitchell going for 25+ today. You know it. We got to end on my lock of the night. Alex's lock of the night is Zach LaVine over 24.5 points, maybe 25.5. Who knows? His whole status on this channel is on the line. So Alex needs that to hit. So put a prayer in the chat for him. He needs Zach LaVine to score over 24.5 points, or we're kicking him out. This has been Austin. Thanks to you guys again. Sorry, I got to run real quick. I'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. sharp. 5 p.m. I lagged. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back. Thanks again for all the support. Had over 50 users. We're at 43 right now. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Click that like button. Thanks to you guys again. Good luck to everyone. Let's make some money tonight. I'll see you guys in the Discord later. Catch you guys later. Peace out.